So my name's Todd. I'm not going to go on for too long because trust me, I can. I have a little YouTube channel. I'm not going to promote it too much. It's the Minnesota Black Robe Regiment, and it harkens back to the days of the Revolutionary War. King George hated the churches in the United States, well, excuse me, in the colonies. And during the war, he said, "I hate that damned Presbyterian war." Now, I know not everybody out here has the same views as I do, and that's all right. But not everybody back then had the same views either. But one thing that they were united against was being told how to live their lives from far off by a bunch of despotic, privileged, pampered, self-appointed, comfortable, totally disconnected people. And so for just a second, I'm going to turn this away from you guys, and I'm going to turn this to Governor Walz. Governor Walz, we are America. We are the citizens. We are the patriots. But more than that, we are in charge. You have forgotten, you know, how many years did you serve in the National Guard? How many times did you re-enlist and take that oath? How many times? I'm going to get emotional here. I took that oath of office when I went on active duty, and that meant something to me. When I took that oath to defend my country and my Constitution against enemies both foreign and what? Domestic! It meant something to me, Governor Walz. And I call you governor because I respect the office, but right now I do not respect the man. Plato, in his very eloquent book, or excuse me, his writing, The Republic, said, and I'm going to paraphrase, that when a tyrant springs, the root he springs forth from is that of being a protector of the people. Governor Walz, that is what you have done. You have sprung up from the root of being a protector and have now become our dictator. You don't have the power to tell us that we can't gather in our own homes with more than 10 people. You don't have the power to tell us that we, the people, can't have other people in our homes. So even if you want to say because you're the state and you can control businesses, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people here would disagree with, we get to draw the line. Look at this group. You see this group? Does anybody out here look like they're afraid of a mandate that says you can't have more than 10 people, public or private? So send, if you really think,
I think he works for us.
So Governor Walz, as someone just reminded me and as I was about to go to, so thank you very much. We the people are the power under the Constitution. There again, not everybody will agree with this, but the Constitution is a heavily biblical document. It is the highest earthly authority in the United States. The founders of this country, Governor Walz, said that you are beholden to us, and we draw our power from the Constitution, which is rested solely on the shoulders of the great forefathers who went before us, who took their teaching and their philosophy from strong men of the Christian faith. And we are the boss. You are the servant. And it's time for you to serve us, not a select interest. And now I'm going to close with this. We are free. I'm going to close with this. I know that it's hard for you business owners because if you stay open, the governor doesn't have the actual power to bring the mandate against you. If you read his most recent order, at the very bottom of it in fine print, he gave himself an out. There's this little thing that's called immunity, if you will, that if any elected servant or anybody working in public office, be it law enforcement or mayors or governors, nobody knows this, qualified immunity covers everyone in elected office and anyone working for a government agency. If they do one thing that can be proven to strip away someone's constitutional rights, and remember, those are our rights, not theirs. The government has no rights.
Right.
They have obligations.
Yes.
No rights. If they do one thing that treads on your rights, Americans, one thing, they lose their constitutional authority and they lose their qualified immunity. So at the bottom of his most recent order, he put this little thing in there that says, and I'm going to paraphrase, nothing in this order is meant to imply or give permission to any authority to take away anyone's constitutional rights.
Right.
So, as hard as it is, as hard and as difficult as it would be for a business to stay open, because he'll send whatever agency he can in to nickel and dime you to death, you have got to stay open.
Yes.
You have got to stay open. You have to. And then, if Facebook gets rid of us, then we have to start forming email chains and figuring out the businesses that are going to have the spine to stand up against tyrants. And then, if you have to, drive 2 hours to support that business.
Yes.
If you have to, if you absolutely must, go in groups. 20, 30, 40 people. They're not going to arrest you all. You have to start resisting. Because we are a government of
The people.
for
The people.
by
The people.
whose house is this?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
Whose country?
Our country.
Whose country?
Our country.
What country is this?
USA.